Number one thing we got to talk about is the warning signs of if a guy's interested or not. But also, I want to first hit on why they're dating you and not interested. So we're going to talk about the why they're hollering at you casually and playing these games and doing all this. And then we're going to dive into what to look out for. And then we're going to dive in for what you to do about it. So no BS, we're jumping straight into it. So with that said, why, Eli? Why is he playing these games? Why is he wasting my time even though he's not serious? What? Because he's having fun. He's having fun. Is he being direct? Is he being the most open? No, because you wouldn't be listening to me talk about this subject if that was the case. He's playing games. I'm not saying playing games is okay. I think it is okay to be single and casual dating, whatever you want to do. But playing games in the process, that ain't it. So the number one thing you got to understand is men will holler at you casually for years. Men will holler at you. Men will have you go to the family barbecue. You'll meet all his cousins, his mom, and all that. Maybe you have a spray painted T-shirt of like my number one side piece on. You literally, you can meet friends, family, go to church with the man. I don't care. And he still won't be with you. Oh, Eli, that don't make no sense. Oh, I'm awful. I'm amazing. I'm this, I'm that. It ain't about you, boo-boo. You are fantastic. It ain't about you. It's about where he's at in life. Now, the number one thing is he's not setting boundaries in terms of how he treats you. So that's where it's creating confusion. But also, you ain't setting boundaries either.
What's up, y'all? Sorry to interrupt. I know you guys are enjoying the episode, but real quick, I want to tell you about the Patreon. You could join it, so many different perks, early access. You can even ask me a question that can even get on this show. So it's all patreon.com/selfhype. Check it out. Now, let's get back to it.
Now, the number one thing is he's not setting boundaries in terms of how he treats you. So that's where it's creating confusion. But also, you ain't setting boundaries either. So there is no coming to Jesus conversation of what the hell are we? So the way he sees it is, are you telling me I get to have a rent-a-girlfriend? I get to have a side piece with emotions as well? I'm paying Taco Bell prices for a tomahawk steak. That is what you're telling me. That's the way he sees you, by bringing you over and meeting his people, by bringing you over, meeting his people, living, like doing all that, cuddling with him, going on trips with him. You guys aren't even serious. That is where his mind's at, is I get to have a tomahawk steak for $1.99 McDonald's prices. So I get to have a woman that gets to listen to all my problems, that brushes my hair, that makes me feel emotionally supported, and I get to hook up with, and I get to go to the club and holler at anyone without any worries whatsoever. That is the perfect situation for a guy. He gets to have a rent-a-girlfriend. He gets to pop in during the week, maybe on the weekend, and he gets to go off and do whatever he wants after. He's taking advantage of you. That's the way you got to see it. Because a man in his mature masculine will say, listen, boo-boo, I ain't looking to settle down, but also I want to make sure you feel safe and respected. So this is where I'm at. This is how I feel. This is the way I see it could be. And we could openly communicate and talk if things go awry or there's emotions or whatever, but that's where I'm at. So you know, but he's not. He's playing games. That is where the immaturity comes in. That is where the manipulation comes in, and that is where he takes advantage of you. That is the thing to look out for. But I need you to normalize that every day he does not establish what is going on is another day he's taking advantage of me.
The Self-Hype Podcast. The Self-Hype Podcast. The Self-Hype Podcast.